Hey guys, Patty again, the Honeydew Handyman. Thanks for coming back and checking out the channel. Um, as we get started here, it's probably a good idea to take a look at some of the tools and things that you're going to want to have in your tool bag, especially as you get started with a lot of these home projects and things like that. I'll be honest, when you look at the board behind me here, I've got a lot of tools and fun stuff, but you really, when you're just starting, you don't need all this. In fact, most of this stuff I've collected over the years as I've started to have more and more fun with a lot of these projects I've got. Again, just to be clear, you don't need all this stuff, but there are a few things that you're definitely going to want to have in your bag. So we're going to take a minute to go through the board here, and I'm going to show you some of the pretty much standard tools that you're going to want to have around the house. Let's get shit done. Let's take a look at the board. That's my tool board. You can see I've got a lot of tools up there, trying to keep it organized, which is a good thing, especially when you're looking for tools in the middle of some project, which is also why it's a good thing to keep your shop fairly clean. Trust me on that one. If you get a messy shop, you're never going to be able to find anything. Happens to me all the time. Just a quick note, pegboards come in two sizes. There's 6 millimeters. These are 6 millimeter holes, and there's also 3 millimeter holes. The difference is just how big a peg you can fit in. This is a 3 millimeter peg. You can see it's a little flexible. So if you're doing stuff that's really heavy, you probably want to go to a 6 millimeter board. Where's one? This is a 6 millimeter peg. It's obviously shorter, so it's going to be far more sturdy, but that one won't yank. I like the 6 millimeter just because it gives me a lot of flexibility, and a 3 millimeter peg will fit in it, so I never buy the wrong one when I'm at the store. Like I said, if you're going to have a lot of heavy stuff, 6 millimeter is good. Otherwise, you can get away with 3. No big deal. Stuff that you're going to want to have in your toolkit. So some primary things we're going to take a look at in future episodes. You'll want a hammer. Hammers are good. Wrenches. I've got a bunch of wrenches, and we'll take a look at those. These ones are just crescent wrenches, but I'll show you the different kinds. Screwdrivers. Screwdrivers you definitely want to have in your tool shop and in your bag for sure. Tape measures will always be good. We'll get through into some of these other things. Tape measures, pencils, pliers. I've got saws over here, clamps. These are very handy as you get into bigger and bigger projects. Other fun stuff, tons of power tools, drills, sanders, saws, my pouch, my compressor, my saw. I've got a speed machine, which primarily I only use when the taskmaster wants me to do stuff I don't want to do. That's the tool board, and we'll come back in and take a closer look at some of these tools in the next episode.